gonna give me the lane? I'm gonna
Picture this, a packed arena, the crowd on their feet, and one player standing alone at center court. That player, Caitlin Clark. She just became the fastest to 100 three-pointers in WNBA history. But here's the kicker, that's not even her most impressive feat of the night. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much.
More underrated parts of her game.
Man, is it underrated?
That luxury. Nice give and go. Clark right at the cup and she gets the bucket.
Great pass.
Now, back to the video. Let's take a moment to discuss numbers. 18.7 points, 5.6 rebounds, and 8.4 assists. It seems impressive, doesn't it? Imagine now playing against the world's finest players as a rookie. The shocking part, though, is those stats. They are only the start of Clark's tale. There were big expectations for Caitlin Clark when she took the WNBA court by storm. However, even the most seasoned basketball pundits are baffled by what she's done in her freshman campaign. Not only is he having a strong rookie campaign, but he is also having a season that is completely changing the league. Consider it, the majority of rookies are content to just play and occasionally score more than 10 points.
Great pass from Caitlin Clark. Head up. Just the velocity. Catch it. Put it in. Move without the basketball. Finish at the rim. Head up. Gets by Lasia Clarendon.
Clark? It seems as though she has been guiding the Indiana Fever for years. It's not all about the points though, it's how she's going about things. Perhaps you're asking yourself, what makes Clark so special? Now allow me to bluntly put it to you. In a single season, she became the only rookie in WNBA history to record multiple triple-doubles. That is correct, many, not just one. We're discussing an all-around domination level that has seldom been demonstrated by a player, much less a rookie. But there's still more. Clark is doing better than most of her contemporaries. She is ruling the league as a whole. She put up an incredible 24 points, 5.2 rebounds, and 8.5 assists per game average in August. These aren't numbers for a beginner. Those are MVP caliber figures. The league is paying attention too. By winning both the Eastern Conference Player of the Month and Rookie of the Month titles, Clark made history as the first rookie to do so. She didn't stop there though. In addition, she won the Player of the Month title overall, outperforming every player in the conference as a rookie. Give that a moment to settle in.
No one stops her. Layup. 5 from distance.
Clark finds Boston in the lane, uses that left hand effectively in the timeout.
Sure, she can pass and rebound, but can she shoot? Is probably what's on your mind right now. In terms of three-pointers made per game, Clark is now ranked second in the league, so buckle up. She is a danger to score from anywhere on the floor in addition to being a facilitator of plays. It's not simply that Clark is shattering records, it's destroying notions of what a rookie in this league is capable of. Not only is she performing admirably for a rookie, she is playing so well, and it's making teams reevaluate everything, including their draft priorities and defensive plans. But the actual deal is this: there's more to Clark's accomplishment than just his own achievements. It concerns her actions on behalf of her team. Since 2016, the Indiana Fever have not participated in the playoffs. However, under Clark's leadership, they transformed from being merely competitive to being dangerous.
Lay comes up with it. Here's Clark in transition where she's dangerous. Leaves it behind. Rebound Clark.
Here's just 1 of 5.
How about fact? Bidley running the floor there.
What's the best thing then? Clark is only getting warmed up. In her own words, if you would have told me I would lead the league in assists coming in here in my rookie season, I probably would have told you you're lying. That's the mentality that makes legends out of average athletes. Although Clark's assists are certainly drawing attention, her long-range shooting is what's truly lighting up the league. In the WNBA, how many games do you believe it takes to make 100 three-pointers? Imagine completing it in almost half that amount of time. In modern basketball, the three-point shot is a game changer as well as a weapon. It's the shot that has the power to instantly change the course of a game and elevate an average player to extraordinary levels. Caitlin Clark isn't simply a good three-point shooter either. She's making changes to the records. Let's dissect it. The majority of WNBA players want to score 100 three-pointers in a single season. It's a milestone that separates the sharpshooters from the others. 40 games was the previous record. That's roughly 6 months of brilliant, steady already filming. But Clark, after taking a glance at the record, she said, "Watch this." Clark walked onto the floor and rained threes like it was nothing, game after game. She was on pace after 10 games, still going strong after 20 games. People were whispering by game 30, was she truly capable of pulling it off? And then it happened in only her 34th game. Not only did Caitlin Clark break the record, but she completely destroyed it. 34 games with 100 3-pointers made. That beats everyone in WNBA history by 6 games. Give that a moment to settle in. The thing about Clark's 3-point shooting, though, is that it goes beyond the stats. The way she's doing it is causing coaches to have sleepless nights. We are discussing a rookie who is dribbling up from the logo as if it were a layup. A guy who can drive by you for a simple 2-on-1 possession after making a 3-pointer right in front of you on the other. One commentator described the situation as a pick-your-poison scenario that's giving coaches nightmares. They're also not in error. How do you protect a player who poses a risk any place on the court? She'll breeze by you if you play her tight, give her room, and she'll come downtown to collect the tab. Now, this is altering teams' approach to the entire game, not just their defensive Clark. All of a sudden, stopping the paint is not enough. You cannot back off and risk her firing a gun. Every area of the court is active while Clark is on the floor. But there's still more. Recall our discussion about Clark having the most assists in the league. Now incorporate this 3-point magic into the mixture. You have a player who can score from any position and create opportunities for her teammates. In the WNBA, this combination is uncommon, especially coming from a rookie. What sets Clark apart is his dual threat. She is more than just a passer who can occasionally hit a 3-point shot or a scorer who happens to pass effectively. She excels in both. And because of that, teams are being forced to reconsider everything, including their roster structure and defensive strategies. Consider it. How can a team be formed to stop someone who has the potential to harm you in so many ways? Do you line up against perimeter defenders and hope that her passing doesn't expose you to her attackers? Or do you concentrate on jamming the lanes and hope that she has a free night starting at 3? There's no simple solution, and for precisely that reason, Clark is altering the rules. Not only is she smashing records, but she's also shattering our preconceived notions of what a WNBA player may be. The frightening aspect for the rest of the league, though, is this. Clark is only getting warmed up. She is in her first season this year. She's still picking things up and getting used to the pro game. What will she be able to do in a year if she continues on this current path? 2 years? Really? 5. You might believe that all it takes to succeed in the WNBA is being a fantastic scorer or playmaker, but what if there existed a stat combination that was so uncommon that up to this point in league history, no one had ever attained it? Let me introduce you to Caitlin Clark, a rookie who is not only smashing records, but also transforming perceptions of what is possible on the basketball floor. She's lit up the scoreboard, as we have witnessed. She's given assists to us like candy. This is where things get crazy though, because Clark is performing both at a never-before-seen level. Consider it. There are 2 types of players in basketball, scorers and playmakers. It's uncommon to be good at both. Why? Though concentrating on setting up teammates can detract from your own scoring possibilities. Being a threat to score creates passing lanes. Even seasoned pros find it difficult to maintain this precise equilibrium. But Clark, she's making it appear simple. She's coming up from downtown, draining threes like it's nothing on one possession. The next, she's threading the needle with a pass that spins opponents around with such accuracy. The league is agog over this adaptability. Now buckle up, because this is when Clark's abilities really take off. She recently became the only player in WNBA history to record 200 assists in a single season in addition to 100 3-pointers made. Give that a moment to settle in. Nobody has ever accomplished this combination before, not even the best shooters or most efficient passers in the league. This is about more than simply vanity. The entire Indiana Fever team is changing as a result of Clark's special skill set. Recall that this is a team that hasn't even made it to the playoffs since 2016. However, under Clark's leadership, they transformed from being merely competitive to being dangerous. How risky is it? In their previous 10 games, the Fever had an 8-2 record. That's championship challenger quality, not just excellent. And it's all a result of Clark's style of gameplay. Clark's impact goes beyond the court. Her court vision, ability to make clutch plays, and leadership are what separate good players from great ones, one analyst said, and they are accurate. It's about how Clark's play improves everyone around her, not just the numbers. Consider it from the standpoint of the defense. When someone can burn you from the inside out one moment, how can you protect them and then set up a teammate for an easy bucket the next? Do you play close and run the danger of being outplayed? Or do you give her room and hope that she will miss you? There's no simple solution, which is precisely why Clark presents such a challenge to rival teams. The worst part is that Clark is only getting started. She is in her first season this year. She's still getting used to playing professionally and learning the nuances of the league. If this is what she can achieve now, just think of what she can do after a year or two of experience.